Hi friends, Miss Danielle here. Today I'm going to show you some really easy art activities that we can do right at home. They don't include a lot of materials, so yeah, here we go. The first thing I'm going to show you is what I call some flower numbers. So it's pretty easy. You'll start with a piece of paper and put right on there a stem and a leaf. I cut these out with some green paper. You can draw them on, color them green, leave them blank. There's many different ways to do this. So yeah, start there, and in the middle of it, here, bring you closer, try my best to film this. In the middle of it, you are going to put some numbers. I have the number 4 here. I also have the number 12. So you would put a number right in the middle and then have the kids put that number of petals around it. So you would put 12 around here, or 4 over here. A pretty simple way to do this without wasting all the materials is to just glue this stuff down or have that down there permanently, and then just keep replacing the number on here. So if I put a number here, and then you could have them just place it around. They don't need to glue it down, and that definitely saves some materials, and maybe they can choose a favorite number that they can't wait, and then they get to glue that down. So yeah, that is one fun kind of springtime counting material. It definitely helps with some fine motor skills, especially if they're gluing or if they help cut stuff out. It also helps with number recognition. And so yeah, that's the first kind of fun little activity we have. Something else you can do with this, even without the number, and just make it just so basic, is some finger paints. And you could even do multiple flowers if you want to. You could just draw some green stems up here and have them finger paint all around it. And so that's, not as academic of an activity, but definitely something super fun that they can do with this setup as well. So those are a couple ideas for that. The next thing I have to show you is art with a paper towel roll, or I guess toilet paper roll. We use these all the time. I always save them. They're so versatile. If you even just go online and search, fun activities or art activities with the toilet paper roll, so many things will come up. So I definitely suggest saving these. So something that we can do with them that I'll show you is, I'm going to grab a piece of paper and some paint and have them dip it right in the paint. Definitely would suggest using different colors that they can choose. Something fun we've done in class before is kind of the basics of mixing colors. So we gave them red and yellow to see what that makes, and that was really fun. So you could add that into this activity as well. Once there's paint on it, you'll just, have them put it right on the paper. They can make fun designs with it. Try and make letters with it if you'd like, but it's very simple, very fun. So that is one activity to do with that. The next one I have with this paper towel roll. So we have the roll, and then I just cut out what would seemingly look like a tree, or the top of a tree, and you're going to want to cut these slits right in your paper towel roll. One on this side, one on this side. And they can stick those right in there. And then you have a tree. And now with this tree, you can do so many things. It can be just as basic as some red finger paint and have them do some apples up here. You could write the number for each and see how many apples they're going to put up there. You can make multiple trees, have a forest. So yeah, that's something fun you could do with this. You could sort them with shapes. So if I put a big triangle on here and I gave them a bunch of shapes and maybe they drop them right in here or put it in front, then you can count how many shapes are in front of this tree and how many circles are in front of the circle tree. And that's a great way for shape recognition and starting the basics of sorting and counting, and so that could be a fun way. It's also some, I guess, some fine motor sticking it through this hole right here. So that's one with the tree. And the last idea I have with this tree, if you have multiple of them especially, you can do names. So, you know, if I had a D right here and then an A on another tree, and I could match a letter to it right in front of it, or I could even trace the D on the top of the tree. I could make a letter name forest kind of thing, so that could also be fun with these. And yeah, so toilet paper roll, very useful, definitely save them. So many activities to do, those are just a couple. And next I have some tracing ideas. So on here I have, let's see if I get closer. I have a triangle, a square, a diamond, and a circle. And with these you can make them so fun. It helps with their tracing, it helps learn their letters. So I'm gonna grab any object that I have. What do I even have next to me? Oh, I'll just use, oh my gosh, I'll just use this shape because it's the first thing next to me. So you're gonna take it and you can have them traced right over the letters, or sorry, shapes. Have them traced right over those shapes. You know, you could do something fun, especially with like a race car or animals. Have them gallop along the lines, or can you find the square for the race car to drive on, and then they get to drive on the square. You could fill them in with colors. So let's say you had multiple triangles on a page, and we'll say, let's have the car trace the red triangle. Then they have to find the color and the shape combined, which is a great skill for them to start learning as well. So yeah, lots of tracing ideas. You don't need much for it, just a piece of paper and shapes and whatever object you think would be most fun for them to trace these with. And last, what I have, it's just kind of a simple activity, so I don't really know what you would call it. It's just some cutting and pasting stuff. So I have my blank piece of paper, and you could cut out some figures that look like clouds. I've got 2 clouds. I've got a tree over here. You could cut out like that. And then I just have 3 just basic shapes right here. So you know, you could hand them all those materials and you could work together and see, all right, where should we put these clouds? I see clouds up in the sky. I put my blue clouds in the sky. I see trees right on the ground. Here's my tree. And maybe I'll put my shape people right next to the tree. Got the sky right here. And there you have it. So you could have them glue all that on, and then something great to do for an extra step with this is have them make little people out of the shapes, you know, little legs, arms, face, and have them practice that skill right there. And I think the best part about doing crafts like this is that afterwards they can make some kind of story. So where do you think they're going? Do they like being outside? What do they smell? What colors do they see? So you could definitely make this a really more interactive experience than just, you know, gluing stuff on, or it can just stay basic. And that is quite all right as well. No matter what, I think they'll have fun, and it's definitely something for them to do, and a way for them to practice gluing and sorting and all that kind of great stuff. So yeah, so that is the last activity I have. I hope this was at all helpful. Like I said, it's pretty basic with materials, but if you need any of this stuff, just let me know and I can definitely help you. And I think that's it. So I hope you all are doing well, and I will talk to you soon. Bye guys.